నమో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. Today is another good day that we are going to start with a new topic, and it is Vaastu, the basics of Vaastu. Our faculty, Dr. K.V. Saravana Kumar garu will take the class today and tomorrow. He has taught us last 3 courses also, 3 basic courses. Now this is the 4th course. We will start the session with Vande Mataram and also Prarthana, chanting Prarthana. Then I will introduce him to all of you. Let us request Challa Chittibabu garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayajasitalam, Sasyasyaamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajyosna pulakitayaminim pullakusumita drumadala shobhinim suhasinim sumadhura bhashinim sukhadam varadam mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram. Namaskar.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now let us request Chavali Vishalakshi garu to chant Prarthana.
Sarvebhya Namaskaraha. We will meditate for a minute and then we will chant Omkar for 3 times. Sit straight, close your eyes and observe your breath. Om. Om Gananantva Ganapatigum Havamahi Kavim Kavinamupamastravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anashranvan Notibhisida Sadanam. Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinamavitrayavatu. Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. गुरुरेव गतिर् गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्
చాలా బాగా పాడారండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ. Now I will introduce the speaker to all of you. 1 minute. It is my privilege and it's a pleasure and privilege to introduce Dr. Kumar, KV Saravana Kumar Garu, to all of you. He is MCom LLB ICWI and PhD in Vedanga Jyotisha from Veda Samskruti University, Florida, USA. A PG diploma in Vaastu from Telugu University, MA in Vaastu, and present doing PhD in Vaastu, and is about to complete in April this next year. Today's topic is practical Vaastu, and he is also the faculty in JKR Astro Research Foundation, teaching Meena to Nadi system astrology every Sunday. I hope I have covered all his.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So now let us request Dr. Kumar Garu to take the webinar, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And good morning to everyone. Pranams to Pujya Guruji N.V. Raghavachari Garu and pranams to my Guru Dr. N.V. R.A. Raja Garu, and good morning everyone. So today's topic is basics of Vastu, that too practical Vastu. What to see, how to see practical Vastu in our real life. We will not cover theory in these 2 days, but mainly practical Vastu only we will cover. So for Vastu, the main element is the earth or land. Basically, Vastu is a part of astrology. If we believe astrology, we should believe the Vastu also. So we cannot separate it. Vastu is different, astrology is different, because nowadays only some consultants are coming only with Vastu. So in my opinion, that is not correct, because the main element is astrology and Vastu is only the part of astrology. It's like a main thing is astrology. I will tell like this. Some people ask whether Desa is important or Disa is important. Okay. We cannot say Desa only important or Disa only important, because when Desa is running, whether good Desa or bad Desa, the remedies will be given through the branches. The branches are like Vastu, maybe Ratna Shastra, Homa, Japa, Mantra, Tantra, all this comes under the branches of astrology. So we cannot separate it only astrology or only the Vastu. So when Desa is not good, definitely what we will give suggestions means some pariharas we give. You chant this, or you go to temple, do pujas, or do homa, or whether your house is good or not, correct the Vastu, like that. So Desa is important as well as the Disa also important. Then why we have to follow Vastu? When both are interlinked, when my Desa is good, it will take care of me. If my Desa is not good, I will do some pariharas during the starting of my bad Desa or bad Antardesa. So why we have to follow only Vastu, not other branches? Why we have to follow Vastu means, when we believe astrology, we believe when any particular planet Desha or Antardesha or Videsha. Some people call it as a Desha, Bhukti, Antara. So when any planet's Desha or Bhukti or Antara is coming, it will give the result based on its, in that particular horoscope. If it is a good Desha, good planet, it will give the good result. If it gives, it is a plan, if it is in a bad position, it will give the bad result. Why we are believing? See, the planets are far away from the earth, but we are believing that planet is giving the result. But for Vastu, the main element is earth. We are living on the earth, and every day we are in touch with the earth. Then that planet very far off from the earth is giving the result during its Desha or Bhukti or Antara. But every day we are in touch with the earth, then how much good or the bad result should give? So when Desha or Bhukti or Antara is coming, if it is a bad Desha, we are taking, or as per the suggestion of the astrologer, we are doing some pariharas and we are get going. But if you follow the Vastu, because we have to live in a house, if you construct a house as per the Vastu principles, it will protect you whether your Desha, Bhukti or Antara is good or bad. It will protect you forever. If your good Desha is starting, we will not do any pariharas, because it will give the good result. When any bad Desha or Bhukti are going to start, we are doing the pariharas. But if you follow the Vastu principles while constructing the house, it will protect you even though your Desha is not good. It may not give 100% result, but it will protect you from the bad result. If your Desha is good, your house Vastu is good, you will get 100+%. If your Desha is good, Vastu is not good, your result may be limited to the 90 to 100%. If your Desha and both Vastu is not good, you have to face the negative result. So, depending upon the pariharas when your bad Desha is going to start, but if you follow the Vastu from the beginning, so definitely it will protect you from the bad events. It may not give the good result, but it will protect you from the bad result. That is the reason both Desha as well as the Disa are important. in everybody's life if we believe our occult science. So now we believe Vaastu. There is no issue. Then how to follow the Vaastu? Because in Vaastu, in practical Vaastu, there are mainly 2 points we need to understand. One is external Vaastu and another one is internal Vaastu. So what is external Vaastu and what is internal Vaastu? We should first of all understand. If there is a problem in the external Vaastu, we cannot modify it. And it is not in our hands. If it is an internal Vaastu is limited to the our plot or our land. If any problem is there in our plot or land or in our house, at any point of time, we can correct it. There is no problem. Maybe you have to spend some money, but there is a chance for the correction of the house or the plot. But when the external Vaastu is not good, it is not in our hands. We cannot change it. And the impact of external Vaastu is more than the impact of the internal Vaastu. So we should arrest it from the beginning. That means while purchasing of plot itself. Normally what clients do means they come with one plan. So this is what the plans are, whether this is as per Vaastu or not, please correct it or please guide us. If they come with the plan with the plot, we cannot give more than the 50% of the Vaastu. Because already plot is purchased. Then they ask only for the plans, our kitchen should be here or not, or bedroom should be here or not, or like that they will ask. How much you do? You can do only the correction within the plot, not the external, outside of the plot. So we cannot give 100% Vaastu because the kitchen is not in the Agneya as per the principle. We can give it in the VYV. There is no issue. If they plan in the Nairiti, we can correct it. So change to Agneya or change to VYV. But if the external Vaastu is not good, we cannot do anything. We have to face the music. Simple. So Vaastu will start from the purchase of the plot. So if anybody wants to construct a house, start taking the Vaastu guidance from the purchase of the plot. Otherwise, we cannot give the 100%. If his Desa is good, definitely he will buy a plot according to the Vaastu principles without knowing. If his Desa is not good, he will buy a wrong plot and he will come from for the only the planning purpose. So we cannot give the 100%. That is why Vaastu starts from the purchase of the plot. So this is very important. So what are the important points to be noted while purchasing of a plot is a question. So now we are starting purchasing of the plot. So while purchasing of a plot, first we should consider the name of the owner, because in astrology everything is based on the Janma Nakshatra. If anybody's Janma Nakshatra is maybe Hasta, so its Lord is Moon. But in Vaastu, we should not see the Janma Nakshatra, we should see the Nama Nakshatra. Nama Nakshatra means nothing, it is only a name. Vaduka Nama. So how everyone calls you is the important. Your name may be XYZ, KVSRK Murthy, but everyone calls him like a Murthy. So we should consider that Vaduka Nama. So his name is Murthy, and based on the Murthy, we should purchase the plot, not based on the Janma Nakshatra. Though his Janma Nakshatra is Hasta, we should not consider that. We should consider only the name Vaduka Nama, that is Murthy. This is what the first, whether the plot is suitable to him or not, we should see. And all will ask, sir, in the family there are 4 members, sir. Whether we should see only for the Yajamani or for all. If you can see for all the people, it is always good. or at least you have to see for the both Yajamani and Yajamanrali, wife and husband. If you see, it is good. If you can see for all the people, if students, if maybe age of 15, 20 children are there, if we have to see for them also, it is always good. Otherwise, at least for wife and husband, we should consider. So, the purchase of the plot is mainly based on the Nama Nakshatra and not the Janma Nakshatra, and we should consider as per their name. This is very important. Once the plot is selected based on the name, then we have to see the compass. Whether the plot is exactly to the north or not. Plot should be always 0 degrees to the north, so that we can see only through the compass. If the plot is not exactly 0 degrees to the north, the variation should not be more than the 10 to 11 degrees. If the plot is tilted towards the left or right, that should not be more than the 10 to 11 degrees. If it is less than this, it is good. If the plot is tilted towards the Vayuvya and it is less than 10 degrees, it can be considered. If it is tilted towards the right side, that is Isanya, it can be considered. If it is exactly 0 degrees, blindly we can purchase the plot. But first condition is it should be suitable to their Nama Nakshatra. Then only you should take the compass. If compass is 0 degrees and it is not suitable to the name, we should not go it, because if the plot is not as per the name, nothing will happen, sir. We need not worry. But only thing is we will not get the result in time. Normally people says, my son is very intelligent, sir. My neighbor's son is not that much intelligent, sir. But he got 90%, my son got only 75%. Why? The reasons will be from this only. My son got a second time this, but my neighbor's son got in a first attempt, though he is not so intelligent. This is what the thing. If Vaastu is not there, or if Vaastu is not as per the Vaastu, if the house is, we need to do the actions repeatedly. Nothing will happen. This is the only will happen. So how many times you will do repeatedly actions? You can do today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after 1 year. Definitely all these things will get accumulated slowly. This is the only problem with Vaastu. Otherwise, nothing will happen. Okay. So the first point is based on the Nama Nakshatra. Second point is whether the plot is 0 degrees or whether it is tilted. It should be less than 10 to 11 degrees. Some people will ask, sir, it is tilted to northeast, sir. If plot is towards the northeast, that is Isanya, blindly you can take. If the plot is tilted towards the northwest, that is Vayuvya, what I observed in my experience, if you have a daughters, blindly you can take. Because it will give you a good result to the girls than boys. This I have seen almost 70 to 80% of my observations. But if both are less than 10 degrees, we can take it. There is no issue. If it is more than 11 to 10 to 11 degrees, unnecessary the directions will change. If this has becomes corners, it is not good. So stick to only maximum to the 10 degrees. Once you are as per Nama Nakshatra and as per the compass, if it is suitable, then we have to see the other main elements which are not in our control. So the other important points are the slope is the very important. The entire area we are going to buy only one piece of land, maybe 200 yards or 300 yards. But how the entire layout slope is, we have to see whether that slope is towards the east, north, south, or west. The slope should be always towards the east or towards the north. Then only the entire layout will get the development very fast. Otherwise, we will not get any development in that area. So the slope is important. The same rule is applicable to the individual plots also. Even in the individual house also, the slope should be towards east and towards north, or towards east and north in the house, or within the compound wall, or within individual rooms. Similarly, the slope of the layout also towards the east, towards the north, or towards the northeast. Then the development of that area will be fast. This is also important. If the slope is not good within the plot, we can alter it. But if the layout is not good, we cannot do it. That is why external vastu is important. And the other important point is the road shooter. If there is a road shooter to the plot, because when you see the plan, they will not give exactly the roads, but some roads will come and touch the plots. If you construct, it will touch the house. So some are good, some are bad. But as per the traditional vastu, every road shooter is not good. But nowadays we are considering some road shooters are good and some are not good. So the road shooter is very important. If road shooter is there, we can do some adjustment, but in some cases we cannot do anything because more space we may have to leave it. That is why while purchasing itself, if any road shooter is there, whether the road shooter is good or bad, we have to see, and then accordingly we have to select. So the road shooters will not, or it will pull you down, or you have to put more and more efforts for even for the small activities. So while selecting itself, we should see whether the road shooter is good or bad, and how to identify the good road shooter or bad road shooter. Vidi Sula, Edi Manchidi, Edi Cheddadi, we have to see in the beginning itself. So if you divide the plot into two types, that is Ucha and the Nicha. If the road shooter is in the Ucha Sthana, then that plot is good. If the road shooter is towards the Nicha Sthana, it is not good. So how to identify the Ucha and Nicha? Every direction you make two sides. In the center, you give two lines. So for every direction, one is left, one is right. So in every side, which is towards the east and which is towards the north, it is Uchasthana. Which is south and the west side, that is Nichasthana. So the road shooter should not be on the Nichasthana. For example, if you take east and see east, stand in the middle of the line in the east border, look at the east, your left, that is towards north, is Uchasthana from the center point. Again, from the center point towards the south is the Nichasthana. This is Turpu Isanya, this is Turpu Agneya. So Turpu Agneya is a Nichasthana. So road shooter should not come in the Turpu Agneya, that is east-south direction. If any road comes from the east and south direction and touching the plot or the house, it is not good. Such plots we should not consider. Sir, it is touching only 1 feet or 2 feet. We can consider. Why means while constructing the house, maybe we can leave that space and construct the compound wall to the extent that road shooter, and we can use it. But we have to leave that plot. So we cannot leave that because we are investing so much money and we cannot leave that plot. So while purchase itself, we should consider these points. If any road shooter is there, should not consider that too in the Nichasthana. If road shooter is coming and touching in the Turpu Isanya, blindly we can take. It will give you the good result. Like that in the north side also, south side also, and west side also. Because we cannot change the road shooter, because this is external Vastu. So we cannot spend our money, or we cannot close the road. So some people say, sir, I will put Lord Vigneshwara. If the road shooter is there in Turpu Isan, Turpu Agneya or Nairuti. If you put the Lord Vigneshwara, every day you have to do the puja, and how many days you will do puja? 1 week will go out, no puja. So, or if you have any wound on the hand, if you chant, whether it will cure, it will not get cured. Na? What chanting will help you means you may get time one day and you go to doctor immediately and he will give you good medicine. Definitely it will get cured. This is what the mantras or chantings or pariharas will do. If you chant it or if you do homa, the wound, it will not get cured. In the same fashion, if you put the Lord Vigneshwara, every day you have to do the puja, definitely, and you have to put the Naivedya. So how many days we will do? We will perform. One or the other day, definitely we will miss it. So slowly it will get accumulated, and one day when your bad desa comes, all these things will give you the negative result. So why to bring the problems? Selecting plot itself will take all the care, so that when your desa is also not good also, at least it will neutralize the bad result. It may not give 100% good result. Maybe at least it will reduce the impact of the negative results. That is why the external Vastu plays an important this thing here. So the road shooter is also very, very important while selecting the plot. Don't consider the road shooters on the Nichasthana. If it is a Uchasthana, it's okay, no issue. But even Uchasthana also in the traditional Vastu Shastra, they said it is not good. Vayuvya, Paschima Vayuvya is a good road shooter. But if any road shooter in the Paschima Vayuvya, what we observed is normally the people will be in abroad. Normally. Or away from the house. Away from the house. I will not say abroad always. Away from the house. If we are in Hyderabad, maybe our children will be in Bangalore or Delhi or in abroad also. If abroad means previously, actually it is a punishment. Going to other countries, it is a punishment. But nowadays, children in the other countries, it is a privilege. So we should change our attitude also based on the Kalamana Paristhiti. So even a road shooter towards the Uchasthana, we can consider as a good and we can take. But Nichasthana, we should not take. So the slope is important. The road shooter is important. Another important point is whatever plot you are going to select, that should not be the last plot in that road. That means the road is ended and it is blocked. It is also called the road sula. Though the road is not hitting your house, but it is the last plot and the road is closed there. There is no further way to go forward. It is also considered as a road shooter. So the last plot should not be considered. We should not take it. Sir, last plot, sir, we can happily park the car, sir. There is no problem, sir. There is no problem from the others, sir. I can park 2-3 cars happily, sir. No. It will not give the good result in the long run. Maybe short term, we can enjoy the space if it is a last plot. But in the future, it will not give. Because it is also considered as a road shooter. So don't consider the last plot. Another important point is for every plot or a house, how you walk is important and where your Simhadwara is placed. Actually, these two things are very important because Vastu is totally based on the clock and anti-clock. This is applicable when you enter into your plot, that means from the main gate, and from main gate to your main entrance, Simhadwara, and from Simhadwara to into your house. You should always enter in a clockwise direction. In the Vastu Shastra, Rishis mentioned you have to enter into the house from gate to Simhadwara and Simhadwara into your house, whether it's a bedroom or any house. You should enter through the right shoulder. Your right shoulder should see your house while entering into your house. This is what mentioned in the Shastra, not clock and anti-clock. If you observe clearly, carefully, it is clockwise. So your entire Vastu is depending upon the clock and anti-clock. If you enter into the anti-clock, you will not get the result. Nothing will happen, sir. No accidents, no deaths, nothing will happen. Only thing is you have to do the actions repeatedly, whether it's a small action or a big action. Whether you want to appear for any competitive examination, or you have to go for any final examination, or even you have to go to any shop to bring the milk packet also. If you enter your house in an anti-clockwise direction, the result will be like this. If you go to shop in the morning for milk packet, normally morning 6 o'clock in the entire world, all shops will be open because that is the time for the coffee tea. So everyone will open, the milk shop owners. If I go, packet will be ready or anything I can take. But if you go, definitely that time all milk packets will be open. So what they will tell, sir, wait for 5 minutes. Or you have to go to other shop. This is what the difference. You have to do the repeatedly only one action. If Vastu is not good, this will happen. Because this is only a matter of milk packet, so you will go to the next shop. That is not an issue. Only it will take another 5 to 10 minutes extra. If you are appearing for any competitive examination, if you don't get the result, again you have to wait for another 6 months or 1 year. Correct? This is what will happen if Vastu is not there. Otherwise, nothing will happen. We need not worry. My neighbor's girl got married. My daughter is not getting matches. Any problem is there? Nothing is there. Na? Maybe after 6 months or 1 year, definitely marriage will happen. But it's a actions. We have to do the repeatedly actions for everything. This is what the problem. So in Vastu, the important point is clockwise, anti-clockwise. That is why if you follow the Vastu, when your Desa is not good or your Bhukti is not good, Vastu will take care of you. 100% Desa is good. When bad Desa is there, this will support. If your good Desa is there, this will push you forward. If your Desa is not good, along with Desa, your Desa also pull you down. When Desa is not good, you have to do pariharas continuously. You have to chant means you have to chant. You have to go to temple for 6 months means you have to go to simple 6 months temple. There is no other chance. But if you construct the house in a Vastu manner, you need not do anything. You will follow the Vastu. If door should be in Uchasthana means every day you walk from the Uchasthana only. If you construct the house, rooms and the Simhadwaras as per Vastu, you will go into the house in a clockwise direction only. You need not do anything. But your Desa is not good. You have to follow some principles. Chant every day. Go to temple or you do 40 days these pariharas. Or give dana to someone. This you have to follow the continuously. But Vastu, you construct accordingly. You need not worry. You can follow simple. You have to follow like that only. If you have a Simhadwara in the Uchasthana means you will go like that only. So always clockwise is important. So when you select the plot, how your walk should be. I'll give you the example. If it is a east side plot you have selected, we have to see whether east side road, that is from south to north or from the north to south, road is extended or not. The road should not be stopped in the north end. Like your plot should not be the last house. Your house road should extend. And from east, you should walk always towards the Isanya, that is towards the north. You should not go the Agneya. If you go Agneya, it is a Nichasthana, so you are going towards the Nichasthana. So it will not give you the 100% result. So for east facing house, you should always walk towards the Isanya. At least whatever first 4, 5, 6 steps you put now, that you should put towards the Isanya. If it is a south facing plot, you should go towards the southeast, that is Dakshina Agneya. You should not go at any cost towards Dakshina Nairiti. 100% you will get the negative result. If it is a west, you should go always towards the Paschima Vayuya, that is Paschima Vayuya. And if it is a north, you should go towards the Isanya, not in the west north direction. That means every time whenever you come out of your gate, I am talking about only the individual house. When you come out of your house, it should always be towards the Uchasthana and not towards the Nichasthana. Like that, we have to select the plot. Some people say, sir, my house is the east plot, but I have a main road on the south side. So I have to go towards the south only from the east. So it is always Agneya only I have to go. Otherwise, it will be a roundabout. If anybody sees, they will think that I am a mad fellow because my road is south side. I am going towards north and I am coming like this. But here the main thing is whatever first 4, 5 steps you have to put first, those 5 or 5 steps should be always in the Uchasthana. So put 4 steps towards the east, north, and then turn to the south. Otherwise, you will not get the good result. This I have seen practically. So you have to put first towards Uchasthana. You also practice it, you will find the difference within 1 month. So you should always be in the clockwise. Because this is a competitive world. Every day we go out and for our daily bread and butter, you spend your energy and will come home in the evening. Again, next day we have to go out. So from where we get the energy, that is our house. That is our bedroom. So it should be always clockwise. From your, when you come back home in the evening, you should go from the main door to your bedroom in a clockwise direction only. Otherwise, you will not get recharge. Slowly it will accumulate. People will tell, sir, I don't know, sir, we have constructed house as per Vaastu, but no result is coming. These are all the minute points. Nothing will happen. No issues, but you will not get the result. Slowly, all these things will get accumulated, and slowly you will feel we have constructed like this, but nothing is getting. Children's not settling, children's not getting married, or I'm not getting promotion, or I'm not getting any increment, good increment, or if any new completed studies students, they are not getting good jobs, or they are not getting jobs. This is mainly because of the clock and anti-clock direction entry into the house. Whether we should go clockwise or we should enter clockwise is the important. It is always important to enter into a house in a clockwise direction, not going out, because we will get the energy in the house. So how you go into the house is important. It is always we should enter through your right hand shoulder. When you enter into the house, your right hand shoulder should see the house and not the left hand shoulder, that is clock and anti-clock direction. This is not only this point, whatever points we discussed, all these points are very important. If you follow these points, 50% of the Vastu will be in your hands. Even though you are not constructed the house as per the Vastu, that means kitchen, bedroom, all these things also, you will get minimum 50 to 60% of the positive result, because external Vastu is applying on you. If internal is not good, we can alter at any point of time. If your the placement of particles is not as per Vastu, we can modify at any point of time. But external is not good, finish. We have to live with it. Simple. Do how many pariharas, do how many homas, japas, you will not get. It will be suppressed, that's all. Once you stop, they will show again their power. So external Vastu is very, very important. The another important point is their plot should not be increased, plot should not be decreased. The plot should be always the square or the rectangle. Why I am giving in the maybe, actually it is very important. Even if the plot is not square or rectangle, after we purchase, we can make it as a rectangle or into the square. All four corners should be 90 degrees. No corner should be extended or no corner should be cut. The plot should be equal. Opposite direction should be equal. This is important. So some people ask, sir, whether it's the east facing house is good or the north facing. If it is a square, all directions are in the same direction, 40, 40, 40, 40. If it is a rectangle, definitely one side will be more and one side will be less. If it is a east facing, east is 60 and west is, or north and south is 40, east and west will be 60. If it is a reverse, north is 60 and east is 40, which is good. So whenever the more length is facing towards the east or west, that is more good than the other. Both are good, but in out of two, if the east facing side is more 60 length, north facing is 40, then this is more good than the north facing 60, east facing 40. There is both are good. And square is always good. It is unique. It is suitable to everyone. So these are the main important points. One is Nama Nakshatra. Another one is it should be, we should compass we should use, and it should be 90 degrees to the north or 8 degrees here and there, up to 10 week can be acceptable. Then the slope should be considered while purchasing a plot. Road should be considered. And extended plots or the cut part, cutting any direction is not good. If there is any cut plot, accordingly we have to again correct it. So 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. All corners should be 90 degrees. Only one exemption is there. Eastern can be extended with a small increase. Otherwise, all remaining three corners should be 90 degrees. And you should always be in a clockwise direction. These are the minimum things we should consider. Minimum. And rest of the other things are there, whether we can consider it or not, because it should not be nearer to the temple. It should not be nearer to the markets, graveyards. It should not be, means if it is a south side and west side, there should not be any ponds, rivers or చెరువులు ఇటువంటివి ఉండకూడదు. That should be on the opposite side. And there should not be any mountains and big buildings to the east side or to the north side of our plot. These are some of the considerations we have, but nowadays my plot is very nearer to the market. We proudly say, because everything is available to me. Within 1 minute, I will get all transportation, medical facilities there, or market is there, vegetable market is there. In reality, we should not be nearer to the market because the sounds and other pollutions will be there. But nowadays, there is a change in the attitude. So we can consider these things, there is no issue. But at least we should consider it should not be nearer to the temples and graveyards. This is compulsory. And one more important thing is, when you select a plot, already if any houses are constructed in that layout, one thing we should take care, if you buy a plot and left side and right side of that plot already big buildings are constructed, we should not take that plot unless you also construct minimum equal to those plots. If both sides some 4 floors buildings are there, and if you buy and construct only 1 floor, it will not give you the good result. You also at least construct minimum 3 or 4 plots. Then only you will get the result. Nothing but it becomes a hemming between 2 big buildings. This is also one of the, if it is a open layout, you can take. But if it's already plots are there, then see how your neighboring plots, I mean, house plots having any constructions. If yes, how big they are. Accordingly, you have to plan it. Or I will construct only 1 floor. Means if there are 3 and 4 floors left and right, then we should not go. It is better you should not go. So these are all the important points while selecting the plot. At least we should not be nearer to the temples, not to the graveyards, and remaining either near to market, near to railway station. Nowadays, we can ignore it, but if you don't take it, it's good. But these are not the important, but whatever important points we have discussed in the beginning, those important points we should follow while taking the plot. We cannot ignore. If you ignore any 1 or 2, we have to face the thing. So these are the important points while selecting the plot. Once you select the plot accordingly, after following these principles, yes, 50% Vastu is in your hands, no doubt. Because plot is based on the name, plot is based on the big fish to the north. So if it is a clockwise, very good. You will get the result. So now we have selected the plot. Now we have to construct the house. That means we have to construct the compound wall, we have to construct the house. So what care we have to take? I am not telling in which direction what should be there, kitchen where it should be there, that we will discuss tomorrow. But now we have selected the plot and now we are entering into the compound wall. That means we have to first construct the compound wall, then enter into the compound wall before entering into the house. So normally people says before constructing, we have to start the constructing. First we have to make our boundaries clear. That means we have to construct the compound wall. That means why we have to construct the compound wall beginning means we should stop the entering of the negative energy into our plot. So first you make our boundaries clear, construct the compound wall. The road side direction only you make it open, because you have to bring the material in and out now. So 3 sides you block it, then you start the construction. Some say, sir, I have already 3 sides houses, sir, and they have constructed the wall, sir, so I have only 1 side to construct the wall. No. If you have already 3 sides buildings and they have constructed the compound wall, they have already constructed the compound wall, but you have to construct your boundaries. You to have the compound wall on the 3 sides. Whether you will construct with 9-inch wall or 4-inch wall, or only you will with cement you will make it, whatever way you want to do, but we have to construct our own boundaries. Otherwise, whatever you spend your energies for getting things, that luck they will take away from you. So you should have your own boundaries. That is more important. So once you have constructed the compound wall, next step is you have to use your own water for the construction. That means either the well or the bore. You have to construct, you have to use your own water. So first go for the bore well. Then only start the construction. There is no water in the ground level. We cannot do anything. That also very important while selecting the plot. So it is very important. You have to construct with our own water. If there is no water facility in the ground, at least apply for the municipal water. More than that, we cannot do anything. So if there is any chance, use our own water. Once these two are completed, that means you have make your boundaries, then water start constructing. So whenever you start constructing, that means nowadays everything is pillars. So dig the these things from northeast to south, Nairuti. First to northeast, from there to northwest, again from northeast to Agneya, from Agneya to Nairuti, and from northwest to Nairuti for the purpose of pillars. Then starting the pillar is from the Nairuti to Isha. This is what the way. Start from the northeast to Nairuti, and pillar construction is from Nairuti to Isha. This is important. And before this, it is important to enter into the plot from the road should be always upward climb. We should never go into the plot downwards. That means your plot should be always height more than the road level. If your road level is 0, your plot should be at least minimum 1 feet more. If there is no road, if it is only a normal land, means we should take it another 2-3 feet higher, because if government puts road again, it will increase. So your plot should be always higher than the road level, your compound wall level. Your house, constructed house flooring level should be higher than your compound wall level. That means your road level is 0, your compound wall level should be at least 1 to 2 feet higher, and from compound wall flooring level to your house flooring level should be at least 2 to 3 inches more, so that you will go into your house in a upward. You should not be in the downward. This is also very, very important while constructing, not the selection of the plot. So all these things first itself we have to plan. Then in the compound wall also, your slopes should be always towards the east and towards the north, or towards the northeast only. This we can do it even after the construction is over. but these are the important points. Then, if it is an independent plot, what normally people will do is, while placing the Simhadwara, nowadays everyone is putting the Simhadwaras in the corner side of every direction. If it is a east direction, the Simhadwara is in the Turki side. If it is a south, your Simhadwara is on the Dakshinagneya. If it is a west, your Simhadwara is on the Paschima Vayuya. That is west-north direction. If it is a Uttara, north, your Simhadwara is always on the northeast corner. But in the traditional Vastu, Simhadwara should be always in the center of the direction, not any corner of the direction. But nowadays, everything is opposite to this. In everybody's house, the Simhadwara is towards the corner of the direction. This is not actually good. For some directions, it is okay. For some directions, it is not good. If it is a east direction, because this is one of the important points. Important point, placement of the Simhadwara. If it is a east direction, no doubt, Turpu Isanya Simhadwara is good. But if it is a north, or if it is a west, Simhadwara in the west-north corner, that is Paschima Vayuvya Simhadwara is, though the Simhadwara is in Uchchasthana, it will not give good result. Why? Question will come, because people will argue, it is in Uchchasthana. If you enter from the Paschima Vayuvya Simhadwara, you enter into the house in a anti-clockwise direction. Please observe clearly. If it is a Uttara, north direction, if the Simhadwara is in the north-east direction, that is Uchchasthana, you enter the house in a anti-clock direction. Your left shoulder sees the house when you enter into the house. So how much good result it will give? It will not give good result. You can observe anybody's north-facing house with the Simhadwara on the northeast corner. But this is okay for the east direction and the south direction, because if you enter from the east direction, from the Tur Isanya, you enter in a clockwise direction. From the south, Dakshinagneya, you enter in as a clockwise direction. But for the west and for the north, Simhadwara in the corner, that is Paschima Vayuvya and the Uttara Isanya. It is not good at all. For the west and for the north, Simhadwara should be always in the center of the direction. Is it clear, this point? Because so many people argues with me.
Okay,
I'm fine.
Bappaji wants to talk about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
My point is that under present day, we are having flat culture. There is no question of purchase of plot or land, particularly in a busy city. So under these circumstances, the flats are also distributed through lottery. So nothing in our hand. So how we can make all these formalities of Vastu in our normal life? Suppose if I get a plot, a flat against Vastu, how it will be in favor of Vastu?
That is what, sir. if you go for the plot, first important point what we have to see is whether that plot of the plots, if it is 1,000 square yards of a plot, that plot is suitable to you or not is the important, not the plot facing. Which facing is the plot is not the important. Plot may be a east, west, north, south. If your name is, for example, Ramana, what is your name, sir?
My name is Bappa Bhattacharya.
Sir,
Bappa Bhattacharya.
normally how people will call you?
Bappa.
Bappa, B.
B-A-P-P-A. B
P,
for Bombay.
P. Okay, P.
Ah.
So Papa means your
Not Papa, B.
okay, B.
B for Bangalore, yeah.
Ah.
Okay. So whether P or B, it is same. So for you, the suitable direction is either the north or the west. Okay.
But in my case, for example, when flat is distributed, it is through lottery, it is not in my hand. So if I get it,
That is what, sir. That is what. Don't go up to the plot. We are in plot only. Even for the plots, whether that plot is suitable to you or not, that is the important. For your thing, the plot should be either the north facing or the west facing. First, you see that you can select now. You see 3-4 ventures. Whether
No, sir. Actually, that is also beyond our control because it is a big apartment. So under this big apartment, one total plot is purchased, and there 580 flats are there. So under these circumstances, nothing is in my hand. Everything is through lottery.
Sir,
So-
sir, one thing, flat is not in your hands, sir. You said on lottery only you will get it, no issue. But selection of the plot is within your hands, sir. If there are 4-5 ventures are running in your city, you select which plot. I am telling plot, whether it's a 1 acre, 2 acre, 5 acres, or only 1,000 square yards. In that they are building the plots. That plot, you select which is facing north or which is facing west. These two will give you the good result. First selection of the plot is important. Your plot may be south or west, that is secondary thing. First you select the plot. Selection of the plot is in your hands, no doubt. For you, it is north facing plot. I am not talking about the plot. North facing plot or north facing land or west facing land will suitable to you. First that you select. Then whatever direction of the flat you get, that is not an important. When you come out of the plot, where you go, or from coming outside, in which direction you are entering into your plot or land is important, not the plot facing.
in that,
Please understand this. Here only we are doing the mistakes.
in that case, sir, in that case, our 580 flat owners, if it is not in the right direction of the plot, the 580 flat owners are in the wrong side. As per Vaastu.
Not 100 people. Not 100 people. See, because not 100%. Because for me or for you, north is good. First preference. Second preference is west. If you are not getting these two, the third best is east. But you should never go towards the south. So you have a 3 choices. Please make the order of preference. You try for it. Okay?
Okay.
For you, south is not suitable. Remaining 3 are in your hands. Similarly, everyone, they have 3 options. Only always the Panchama is always enemy. So yours is a north direction is suitable. So the main Setrusthana is south. So you don't go for the south. You go for west, you go for east. If you are not getting a north facing plot or north facing land.
Okay.
Is it clear, sir? So even for the plots, please select the plot facing or the land facing based on your name. My name is Saravana. So for me, it is a north-facing plot or north-facing land is always important. If I am not getting north, I will go for the east or I will go for the west. I will not go for the south, even for the plot also. After selecting the plot, if my flat facing is south also, there is no problem, because for me the north facing plot is important, not the north facing flat is important. I am going out from the plot to the road, not from the flat directly to the road. That is important.
Okay, Hemaji.
Hemalata garu, please.
Sir, namaste, sir. So I have 3 questions, sir. One thing is why temple should not be near the house.
Mhm.
Second question is now if suppose you're talking about apartment, suppose the cellar of the apartment is lower than the road level, then also is it a problem?
It is a problem. I will tell you.
Yeah, and third one
First,
is,
temples mean yes.
yes,
Third
third
one,
question is directions are in the corner in most of the places, like in Hyderabad, the directions are coming to the corner. So it's not exactly facing east, it might be facing northeast, like that. So then what is the
the third question is a very big question, madam. I cannot give answer in 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
It is a very big question, because we have to put the every means 360 degrees of the plot. We have to divide into 11.3 degrees, and we have to make some 11.3 bhagas.
Okay.
Every bhaga. So accordingly, we have to construct the whatever elements we have to construct in the house. If what you said, if it is a directions becomes Vidikku and Dikku becomes Vidikku, then if on the face of the plot, if you see, the toilet will come in the northeast. But as per the Vaastu, if you put the what is this compass and divide into 11.3 degrees each, then as per that your toilet may be on the Agneya. But on the face of the house, if anybody comes and sees, you would, what is this toilet is in the northeast corner? But if you see as per your directions with the compass, your toilet may be on the Agneya. Maybe this is a big topic actually.
Okay.
You may not understand in 2 minutes. So leave this point.
Okay.
Okay. First point is temples. Temples means normally in the main deity, below the main deity, generally this what is this? We will put that
Gullu.
what's it?
Chakram.
Yes,
Chakram.
three chakra. So yantras. For that, power will be more, sir. Why normally we suggest go to temple, take 11 rounds or 21 rounds means that power we should get. We will get that power, energy. It is not that go and live in the temple. It is not good. Similar way, that power will be if you are nearer to the temple, that nothing but it is a radiation. That radiation will hit you if your house is nearer to the temple continuously. That is not good. From health point of view, it is not good. You have to go and take the round only for 11 or 21 times every day, not 24 hours. This is what the main reason. And another general reason is people comes that gantas sounds, all this pollution will be there. That is secondary, but main reason is this one.
Sir,
And yeah, 1 second. Our second doubt is there. What is that second doubt, madam?
Sir, if apartment cellar is lower than the road level.
Yeah. See, same principle. Already we discussed. We should go upward from road to compound wall level, from compound wall flooring to your house level. We should go upward trend. So if your flat, if you are in flat and cellar is there, definitely lift will be there. So what I tell, don't take your lift from the cellar. If you have to park your vehicle in the cellar, means park it, come to the ground level. From there, you take your lift or the steps. That will give you the good result.
Okay, sir.
sir, can you
Yes.
please explain this all these things with the drawings and plans? It is easy for us to understand, I think.
Sir, our management has given only 2 days.
Acha.
And within the 2 days, have to give the important ones. If you go with PPT or with plans, it is like a class. Maybe 3 months, 4 months. I can give it. That is
Not
subject
big
to the
plan, only
timings.
just entering into the right direction, entering into the like that clockwise, anti-clockwise. Just it is difficult to understand.
I can
That's
understand
why-
your this thing, but it is a time consuming, sir.
Okay.
If they take this course as a one big course and for 2 months or 3 months, I can explain you in detail all the things. But within 2 days, sorry, it is not possible. Selection of the plot itself, it will take 2 to 3 days with examples. Because we teach in JK Rashtra Research Foundation freely astrology and Vaastu. This whatever this practical Vaastu we are going to discuss in 2 days now, it is actually 6 months course.
Sir, can I ask my personal question?
One minute,
Please,
one
please.
minute.
That is, please, personal means you ask management, because personal don't ask. If it is a negative,
And it
so
will be
it's not
applicable
good
to
for
generally.
you.
Generally,
Otherwise, you ask which is useful to all.
it is useful only.
No, please, sir, please. Whoever is asking this question, let us follow a system. Don't just
Yes.
come in. Okay? You raise your
Whatever,
hand. We can
whatever
go
we
in
discuss it till
sequence.
now, if you have any doubts, please ask.
Okay, one Rajendra Kalyan.
Sir, namaskaram, sir.
Namaskar.
Actually, you told me that we will select the plot on the name of the person. Okay.
Yes.
But few people are saying that based on the Kundali, where the Rasi was placed on your Kundali, accordingly, you have to be go through with those directions. How I need to take here? Why? Because when we are going with the Kundali, they will say Nama Nakshatra as well as the Star Nakshatra, they are Vadukanamam. Like that, they are managing three names. For the choosing of the plot, on which name we need to be take, either the Rasi name or we need to take in the name of the person.
It is always name of the person. Simple.
Okay.
In Vaastu, it is always Nama Nakshatra, not on the Janma Nakshatra. But only one comparison, because you have raised the point I am telling. As per the astrology, Mesha and Vrishabha represents east.
Yes.
Okay. And Midhuna is south. It comes like that. Okay. If you want to map with your Kundali to the Nama Nakshatra as per Vaastu, the selection of the plot should be in the 1 or 5 or 9 axis. Okay.
195. Okay.
159. It should not be 6 or 8 or 12 axis.
Okay.
Because you raised the astrology, I'm telling, maybe some people they may not understand. That is why I'm not going into the deep. But
Okay, sir.
but if you stick to the Nama Nakshatra, it is enough.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
But
can
still
you
I want to
please
see
repeat,
means
sir?
it should be always 159, not 6, 8, 12 axis. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you please repeat this last thing that you said?
No, as per astrology also is asking, for example, as per astrology, if his direction comes as a Mesha, okay? And as per Vaastu, if his direction is coming from the, compare with astrology natal chart, if it comes towards the Leo, means Simha, this axis is 1-5. It is good. If it comes as per astrology, if it is Mesha, and if as per astrology, if it is coming Kanya, then these are the 6-8 angles, axis. That is not good.
Okay,
Like that.
thank you, sir.
But if you take only as per the Nama Nakshatra, that itself is sufficient, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Shashikala garu.
నమస్తేనండి నా 2 డౌట్లండి. ఒకటి ఏంటంటే ఇల్లు మనం కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత రోడ్ పైకి వచ్చేస్తే ఆ ఇల్లు పూర్తిగా పడగొట్టాల్సి వస్తుందా, లేకపోతే అలాగే కంటిన్యూ చేయాల్సి వస్తుందా? ఎందుకంటే దానివల్ల ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, శానిటరీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్నీ ఉంటాయి. అవి రీకన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేయడం ఈజీనా, లేకపోతే దానికి ఏమన్నా రెమెడీ ఉంటుందా? రెండో క్వశ్చన్
There is
ఏంటంటే
no remedy. There is no remedy, madam, for that. Either you have to rebuild it, or before itself, you should construct with high foundation. Maybe 3-4 feet, you have to take the foundation, then construct. That is what
మీన్స్
first point itself we
ల్యాండ్
discussed.
ఈజ్ సాఫ్ట్ ల్యాండ్, ఇంటి కిందకి వెళ్ళిపోయింది ఇల్లు.
అదే అంటున్నాను మేడం, మీరు ఒకవేళ
Delta.
ప్లాట్ సెలక్షన్ నుంచి కనుక ఉంటుంటే మీరు కట్టేటప్పుడు 3-4 ఫీట్ హైట్, ఎందుకంటే మట్టి రోడ్డు అనుకోండి, ఓకే సిమెంట్ రోడ్డు పడుతుంది, తర్వాత తార్ రోడ్డు పడుతుంది, తర్వాత ఇంకొక 10 ఏళ్ళకి మళ్ళీ దాని మీద రోడ్డు వేస్తారు, కాబట్టి ఎంత లేదన్నా 2-3 ఫీట్ పైకి లేస్తుంది అని మనకు ముందు క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ ఉంటే మనం ఒక 4-5 ఫీట్ హైలో కట్టుకోవచ్చు. లేదు ఇప్పుడు మిస్టేక్ జరిగిపోయింది, నౌ వీ కెనాట్ డూ ఎనీథింగ్ మీన్స్ వీ కెనాట్ డూ ఎనీథింగ్, దెర్ ఇస్ నో రెమెడీ. I told you na, remedy means continuously we cannot do it, so we have to
Reconstruct.
that's all.
ఇంకొక క్వశ్చన్
Sir,
అండి,
Yes.
ఫేసింగ్ అంటే మనం
question
ఎటు
can
ఉండాలి?
you-
ఇల్లు మన వెంపు
can the
ఉండాలా,
answer be
మనం
in
ఇంటి
English?
వెంప?
It's a good question, madam. See, if it is a east facing plot means when we enter into the house, we face west. That means Simhadwara should see the east.
Oh,
That means
okay.
when you go out of the house, you have to see the east and go. Then that is called the east facing house.
ఓకే.
East facing house means when we enter, we see the west. Okay. The
Okay.
south facing means when we enter into the house, we see north.
ఓకే.
But that is not important. Simhadwara sees which direction, that is important.
ఓకే.
That means
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి.
if you stand near Simhadwara and look outside, that is which direction, that is the face.
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి.
Okay, Kamalji. Unmute yourself. And also,
Yes, sir. Very good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Sir,
sir.
my doubt was because we were explaining on elements of the plot, because we don't have any background in that. We don't know what are the elements and all. Would you be kind enough to explain what are the elements that we are talking about, like Agni and water element of the area?
Sorry, sir. I didn't understand your question correctly.
Yes.
Can you elaborate it?
Yes, sure.
You said elements. What elements?
We were talking about 5 elements like Agni
Okay.
and then water.
Okay. You are talking about the Panchabhutas.
Yes. So because we don't have that much of background in that, we don't know, like because we were saying we have to have a northeast or
Sir,
northwest.
I understood. Sir, Panchabhutas will come into the picture only once you start the construction. All the elements should be equally distributed. For example, if it is a watery element, north is a watery element, Isanya is a watery element. So you should have a water sump in the northeast only.
Okay.
Okay. For example, Agneya is a fire element. So fire and water both are elements. So you should not have any sump or pit related to the water, whether it is a good water or drainage water, anything. You should not have any sump in the Agneya. If any sump is there in Agneya, means Agneya is mainly related to the ladies, women living in that house. So there is a problem to the women in that house. This is what the elements. Vayuvya is northwest corner is the Vayuvya. Agneya is Nairuti is a earthy element. Earthy elements means what? It's a wants, curriculum. Okay, I want this, I want this. Without wants, we cannot live. So southwest is the represents the element of earthy element. That is why owner should sleep in the southwest corner. That is
Okay.
Nairuti. Because the Nairuti, for the Nairuti, owner is Rahu. Rahu always he wants. I want. So owner should sleep in the Nairuti because he wants. Why means he should earn money.
Mm-hmm.
Correct, na?
Yep.
If he sleeps in the Agneya or in the Vayuvya, where is that fire? I have to earn money for my children's education or for my children's marriage or for my comforts. That gives only Rahu, that is in the southwest corner. So when you construct the house, that will come in the construction part. So all the elements should be equally distributed. One should not be more, one should not be less.
Okay, sir.
While
Thank
selecting the plot, because this is a universe, all are there in the universe. But when you construct the house, this is the important.
Okay, sir.
It's a good question, but this is tomorrow's question actually.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Tejo Murtula. Bhujanjana.
Namaste, sir. I posted my question on the comments, but it's quite a big question. But in a short, what is the origin of this Vaastu, and which part of the Vedas it is typically mentioned? And the third one, there are 4 questions that I posted. How the human energy and the earth energy is reconciled during the Vaastu? Why certain directions are most auspicious and a few are not? And then we have the Ashtadikpalakas, right? And also Ashtadikpalaka Devatas, how they are related to Vaastu. So these are the 5 questions what I have. Maybe it's too much of a big question.
It's a big question, sir. It's a big question. I request our management to give 1 day.
No, actually, at a very high level,
but not now.
Very high
It's a
level
very
we
big
can
one,
mention.
and we have entered into the roots actually. Without
Exactly.
this, there is no Vaastu. Correct?
Because you explained about the plot purchase and plat purchase, which direction of the construction. Yes. Before that, I wanted to understand the basics. What is the ground of it and why we are actually following Vaastu compared to the other countries in the world, right? And that's what more I'm really looking at it.
Understood, sir. But definitely I will explain, sir. But not today, sir, because already it is time is 8, and
no problem.
It is not a 1 hour or 2 hours question, sir. We have to explain from Vedas and Dikpalakas how they influence others. All these things we have to explain. It's really a good question, and it's a big question. But origin for this time. Definitely next time, maybe if management permits, definitely I will take.
I can understand, but which particular Veda it should come in, and just say maybe 2-liners, if not today, maybe tomorrow, 2-liners. Maybe.
Sir, it is mentioned everywhere, sir. Even if you read Ramayana, Sri Rama followed Vaastu.
I mentioned that in my question itself, and I have given the examples also in Mahabharata.
Sorry,
I mentioned that I know.
I have not
Ramayana,
seen, sir. Sorry, I have not
during
seen.
the Aranyakanda, that's what has happened.
Yes,
he asked
correct.
Lakshmana to construct the Parnasala as per the Vaastu, and he did that. He did the Vaastu Puja also while he was entering along the Sita Mata. These are all the mentions.
Which Veda means we have to take we have to name all the Vedas wherever it is there. So definitely we will discuss, sir. It's a good question and interesting question for me also.
Thank you.
But not today. Okay. Definitely I will keep this in my mind, and I will learn.
So if not in this venue, maybe if you wanted to call me separate, if I want me to call you separately.
Not in this venue. I will not accept. In this venue itself, I will request our.
Okay, perfect.
Give some day, maybe at least 2-3 hours. Definitely we will discuss on this.
Perfect. Thank you.
I will answer, because all our big people are Saraswati Putras. Definitely we will exchange. Definitely we will discuss on this. Okay.
Thank you, Kumar Garu.
Actually, Babu Garu, there are few more questions in the chat box.
No problem, sir. We'll close another 2-3 only, no? If they are okay. If you are okay.
Okay. I mean, we are okay. Babu Garu, how do we go?
Yeah, we will quickly finish.
Okay.
I'll
tell 2 questions are there. If possible, can you explain important remarks and remedies in Vaastu? Okay, this is something has been done already in the class. I think we should see the video recording. It will be solving. The other question is, north-facing house, how to enter into the house from east side or west side? Similarly, after going out from the gate, which direction do we have to go, east side or west side?
Okay. Maybe because of time, I think tomorrow can we discuss?
Yeah.
Right.
Tomorrow.
It will take another 5 to 10 minutes. This one, that's why I want to skip today. Definitely tomorrow we'll discuss. Anyhow, tomorrow I'm going to discuss this, and because they raised it, definitely I will give you the answer.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
We will take the remaining questions tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And now we will go for Prarthana and then recite national anthem. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you to everyone.
Okay, now let us request Vishalakshi ji to chant Prarthana, please.
Om Swasti Prajabhya परिपालयन्ता न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथ्वी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम् सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
ధన్యవాదములండి చావలి విశాలాక్షి గారు. Now let us recite national anthem. 1 minute.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद
జై హింద్.
जय हिंद
ధన్యవాదములండి. కల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు.